If you're an outside sales rep who spends any amount of time visiting their accounts and prospects in person, you know how difficult it is and how much work it takes to consistently grow your sales territory. Having been an outside sales rep myself, I experienced firsthand how hard it was to stay organized and be as efficient as possible, especially when I was in the field. I tried every CRM and sales tool under the sun, yet none of them were suited to my sales process. So I resorted to doing what a lot of sales reps do, which is use a combination of Google Maps and Excel, which was very time consuming to create and maintain. Plus the data wasn't very actionable or mobile for that matter. So I assembled a team and built the first and only patented outside sales tool on the market called TerriTool. Here's how to use TerriTool as it was meant to be used. The first step is to gather all the known information you already have about your territory. If you have an Excel or CSV spreadsheet of your companies and contacts, great. If you have a bunch of business cards lying around, now would be the time to find them. Once you gather all your data, go to app.territool.com. To add individual companies one by one, go to Add Company. And to upload an Excel or CSV file, go to the Upload tab. Then select the document of choice, and then match your fields with TerriTool's fields, and then click Next. You'll have all of your data uploaded. Once you've added all your data, we're going to focus in on a specific area to target. Go to Address Book, then View on Map, find a group of companies you'd like to target, then press Create Lasso, and then draw a circle around these groups of companies, followed by Confirm, and then Add to List, and then you'll name your list, followed by Confirm, then Submit. Click on your list when it's finished, and then go to Find Leads. We're going to search the same area for new prospect. On the location drop-down, go to City, then type in the city, a target industry of your ICP, and then search. So we found some new companies that we could add to our list. So I'm going to select all, and then confirm to add leads. So the goal is to combine your data with TerriTool's leads to find all of the prospective customers in a particular area. Now it's time to call each company on this list before going to visit them. You could use TerriTool to find additional contact details, do research about the company, and even message them through LinkedIn. We recommend that you call and message each person on this list at least once before you go out in the field to try and schedule appointments, and in general, try and get as far as you can over the phone prior to visiting them in person. We encourage you to add timestamp notes after each touch point and to utilize the status classifications, which range from active to reject and everywhere in between. Active means that the company is now your customer, and reject means that there's no business to be had. Once you've warmed up your call list, it's now time to go out and see everyone on your list. In order to be as efficient as possible when you're in the field, you're going to want to convert this into a route. So simply press Convert to Route and select a start and end point, and then click Generate Route, and you will now be ready to go out in the field, and all of your accounts will be routed based on the start and end point of your choosing. Once your route is finished processing, you are ready to go out in the field. You could download a PDF of the route and print it out and take it with you, or you can download our mobile app on iOS or Android's App Store and pick it up from there. Once you're ready to hit the field, fire up the TerriTool app, go to Routes, then tap on the route you just created, and then the first company on your route, and then click Navigate Me, and then choose the navigation platform you'd like to take you there. So I'm going to choose Google Maps, and then you'll follow the navigation and start driving to your destination. Once you've arrived at a company's destination, you can use TerriTool to quickly reference all the relevant notes and information that you need to have the best sales call possible. Once you finish with your meeting, you'll add any notes into TerriTool, and then you will tap on the right arrow to go to the next company on your list, and you'll click Navigate Me and do the exact same thing to each company until you've seen every single person on your route. Once you finish your route and finish the sales cycle in one particular area, it's time to go back to TerriTool and do the same thing again in a different area until you have exhausted all prospects in every single area of your territory and either have closed them or determined that there's no business to be had.